just so that we don't get lost on those. But I'm going to rewrite those problems up here. Let's see, we're going to start with 0 minus negative 8 equals 8. That was the first one. And then 8 plus positive 5. That's our next one. That equaled 13. And then we had 13 plus negative 20. That equaled negative 7. And then we had negative 7 minus positive 4, and that equaled negative 11. Now, if I look at these, I'm going to go back to my colors for up and down here. The ones that went up were these ones, right? This went up, and this one went up. So these ones went up. Okay. And then the ones that went down were these ones. Now, what I'm going to ask you to do, though, this is what the last thing that I want to talk about here, the ones that went down, is I want you to look for a pattern. What patterns do you see? Take a careful look. You can pause the video if you want. I'll give you a few seconds to look at it and see if you see any patterns with these equations that can tell you whether a number is going up or whether it's going down. I'll tell you, there's really kind of one. All right, I'll point it out now. So the numbers that go up, let's get my same up color. The numbers that go up have the exact same symbols here. They have the exact same symbols here. Okay, so when you are subtracting a negative or adding a positive, you are going up. The ones that go down have different symbols here. Now, I do see another, so that's really important. So these ones mean that it's going to go down, and these ones mean that it's going to go up. So one thing that I see, though, is that I want to caution you about is a lot of students go, oh, well, another thing I notice is that these two numbers, 13 and negative 20, those are different, so that must mean it goes down. Or when those are different, that must mean it goes down. 7 is negative and 4 is positive, but that's actually not true. I can have, if this was a negative 13, this would still go down. So I just want to point that out. It is still going down if I have negative 13 plus negative 20. It doesn't equal the same thing. This one's actually going to equal, well, let's look. If I started at negative 13, that would be me starting all the way down here at the bottom. So if I started at negative 13 and I was going down because it's subtracting 20, I would go down 20. I would go down all the way to negative 33. And then same thing for this one. This one could still go down if these were both the same. So if this was positive 7 minus positive 4, right? That is the subtraction that you guys have been doing for forever. 7 minus 4, and that would give me a different answer, but it's still going down. So that's the important thing to not get confused about is in both of these cases, this combination right here still tells me that my subtraction is going down. Even, it doesn't really matter what this first part is. This is just the starting number. So you start here. This tells you whether you're going up or down, and then this tells you how far up or down you go. And then over on the up side, same thing. People might look at these and go, oh, well, that's positive and that's negative. That's positive and that's, they might go, that's positive and that's positive or something. It doesn't matter. The first number tells you where you start, but it doesn't tell you if the first number and the second number are the same or different. It doesn't really affect this pattern. So let's say I had negative 8 plus positive 5. Well, if I looked at that on here, here's negative 8. Here's my negative 8 line right there. if I went plus positive 5, it just means it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to go up 5, and that is going to equal negative 3. It is still the fact that these two are the same, the fact that we are adding a positive is the thing that makes it go up. And let's say that instead of 0, say that instead of 0, I have negative 1 minus negative 8. I'm still going to go up. It is still going to start me at negative 1 right here. And it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm going to end up at positive 7. I'm still going up. And if that was a positive 1, it would still do the same thing. It throws me off because I started at 0, and 0 isn't positive or negative. But if it was positive 1 minus negative 8, that would start here at positive 1 and go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and it would go to 9. So in all of these cases, the first number is just the starting point, and then the second number is the distance you go, and the third number is the end point. But the thing that tells you whether you are going up or down is the combination of signs in the middle. And these signs are telling me to go, the signs on this side are telling me to go up, and these ones are telling me to go down. Now, more importantly, when I look at those signs, the pattern is when they are the same, it is going up. Hopefully you noticed that already. I forget if I said that already, but positives and positives, when those two are the same, the number is going up. When those two are different, the number is going down. The first number and the second number, that doesn't matter. It's whether these are the same or different. That is the thing that will tell you whether they are going up or down. All right, well, that's my lesson on how up is like adding and subtracting numbers. I'm going to give you guys some practice problems to work on. Let me know if you have any questions.